Hi, I'm Richard Kahn, President of Kahn Travel Communications and KTCpr, and I represent the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association and the hotels across the entire region.
You are a Caribbean destination expert of sorts.
Yes.
And 2009 was a difficult year for travelers everywhere. How did that affect the Caribbean marketplace?
Well, the Caribbean was affected to a certain extent because, like any other destination, people were not traveling as much as they had in the past. So we were severely affected simply because of the lack of discretionary dollars that people had for travel. However, the interesting thing is, being in the backyard of North America, we were less affected than Europe was during the summer, less affected than Asia and the Pacific, and even, ironically, less affected than some of the U.S. domestic destinations. So we did have our share of depression in terms of certain periods of time, but we had a good share of the U.S. market coming down to the Caribbean last winter. We had a very excellent share of the Canadian market coming down to the U.S. So the Caribbean did okay. We're still down with the exception of two destinations. Jamaica did very well because they picked up a lot of business when Cancun and the Riviera Maya were going through their problems. That was last spring. And then Cuba, which somehow seems to always do very well. So those are the destinations that were successful last year. Others, not so successful, had decreases in arrivals from the year before.
What do you think, for our viewers, makes the Caribbean so special and keeps people spending their discretionary travel funds coming here?
It remains the leading warm weather region in the world. People know that if they're going away on vacation, this is the place where they can go and be guaranteed almost year-round of sunshine. Even in the rainy season. The rainy season is really misleading because it rains for 15 minutes and the sunshine comes back out. If you're caught in the rain in the Caribbean and you're totally drenched, give it 15 minutes, the sun will come back out, and you'll be walking around, and within another 20 minutes, you'll be dried off by the hot sun. So the Caribbean really is a wonderful place to vacation. The beaches are really amongst the best in the world, and the people are so welcoming. Caribbean people, I love Caribbean people, and I've been involved in the region for almost 40 years, and I love the welcome that we get from the people on the street, in the shops, in the restaurants. It's just a nice, comfortable place to come, and so relaxing, and it just has everything that you need for a vacation.
Do you have a favorite place or an insider's tip for our viewers?
Oh boy, here's where I get myself into trouble.
Sure.
I actually do have a couple of favorite places, and you'll find them interesting when I tell you. First of all, Grenada. I love Grenada. Grenada is one of my favorite places because it's a quintessential Caribbean destination. It is mountainous, it is very lush, very tropical, very green. There's rivers, there's waterfalls, there's fantastic beaches and great people, and a lot of small boutique resorts that are really wonderful. So Grenada is probably my #1 favorite. But then I also like destinations like St. Lucia. Very similar. It's larger than Grenada, but also very tropical, very green, very lush. St. Kitts is like that as well, and so is Jamaica. Then I also like the opposite. I happen to be a fan of Aruba, which is very flat, almost desert-like, but it's such a friendly island. As a matter of fact, they used to have a slogan, I don't know if they still use it, called One Happy People. It's a great island for getting around because it's very easy to get around. St. Martin has been my favorite since the 70s. I've been traveling to St. Martin on vacation since the 70s. Love St. Martin. Again, it's got lots of restaurants. It's a dual island with both French and Dutch. So you get two different cultures, and you can get in the car and drive all the way around the island in about an hour and get to explore everything because it's a nice, short, little quaint island. So those are my favorites.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for talking to us today, and we will encourage everybody to come to the Caribbean.
Thank you.
You're
Pleasure.
welcome.